Welcome to Casey Builds It. Today we are going to create a Python tool that will tell you how many times a certain keyword is used on a website. So for example, if you wanted to know how many times, let's say SEO tools was used throughout this website and which page those showed up on, we could build a tool that will go ahead and do that. First, we will load up cursor. So we're going to come over here to cursor and we're going to start to tell it what we want. So right now we will say, I want to build a standalone Python tool with a GUI that will tell us how many times a keyword is being used on a website and list the pages it found those keywords on. Then export the results to a CSV with the keyword on, let's just say, column A and the URL on column B. And then we need to save it to a file. So we're going to come over here to my folder. And then we'll name it keyword extractor. Actually, we'll go keyword finder. And right there, I'm going to take that folder. We need to copy and paste the location. So we're just going to go copy address. Back to cursor, we're going to put that in cursor. We're going to say save tool in this folder. Now this tool should be pretty straightforward. I don't think it should take that long to build. Then once this gets done, we will go ahead and test this out. And then we will create an exe file so you can go to the website and you can download this file or this tool and use it. So hopefully it will only take a couple minutes. And the reason why I am using a GUI is so it creates basically an interface so we can see it. If not, Python would generally create everything that you would have to use from a command prompt. So right now it's generating probably a text file with the tool and then telling you what you need to import from Python, which Python tools you might need to import. Okay, so let's just go see if this is done. We got right here, and right here you can see the Python file, and that is the file that you would want to open up. So we have this guy right here, and then we have keywords. We got separate multiple keywords with commas. Now you could have created, have this create a box, which then you could just go like a keyword per line if you wanted. But let's just type in the website. And then we'll just use SEO for this example. And then we have max pages. And we have match whole words only. I'll just keep that there. And then let's scan the website. So right now, Python is going out and essentially just kind of scraping your site and seeing what pages you have on the site and where that keyword might appear. So we got SEO is 24 occurrences on 6 different pages. So we will go ahead and export out that CSV. So if we go to tools, we can go to my keyword finder And right here, I will make a change real quick, and I'll make it so it says the domain name on there. But let's just check the results real quick. And we'll get this to open up. And so right here in the CSV, you can see the keyword right here. And then you can see which pages it found that keyword. So it's pretty cool. Just a very simple and easy way to find out, how many times a certain keyword is being used throughout a site. So if you have a competitor, for example, and they rank really well for a particular keyword, you can always jump on their site and then just find out how many times that keyword is being used. Um, if it's a very large site, it might be used thousands of tens of thousands of times. And then if you look at maybe your site, maybe you find that you have the same amount of pages, but that keyword overall is maybe only being used 10 times. So there, that was pretty simple. But let's just go back and make that one change. So when you export CSV, name the file with the domain name and a timestamp. So this right now should only take a second to update, and then we will create a standalone exe file. And what a standalone exe file is, it will have all of the Python coding saved into it in the background. So you don't have to have Python downloaded on your computer. You can just open up the tool and use it right away. Okay, so let's go now. Create a standalone exe file. And this will take a second to package this up. But once that's done, we'll just go back to the folder. We'll build the exe file, and then I'll show you where that gets saved. So if you go to the website and you download the tool, you will just essentially put it in a folder, open it up, run it, and you will be good to go. So hopefully it will be done here. Says it was built. So let's just go check that out. So if this is built, it did it a little bit of a different way here. Typically, it creates it a different file, which then you would click on. Typically, it will say batch, and then you click on that file, and then it would open up and run. So AI always does things a little bit differently. I guess this way was a little bit more efficient. Tool that I built the other day, it did it the normal way with a actual file that I had to open and build, but there we go. So let's just see. This should still work. Let's just test this one out real quick. And let's just look for the word keyword for the heck of it. Scan that site. And it said keyword was used once. So let's go ahead and export that out. We'll save it to the same file. And now you can see it has the domain name with a timestamp. And that is right here. Let's just double check, make sure it worked. And then we should be good to go. Here we go. Okay, so we have keyword and the URL. Nice, clean, simple tool that you guys can use. So if you want to download this tool, go to caseybuildsit.com, come over here to the files, and I will create a new post right here, which if you click on it, you will be able to scroll to the bottom. It will say get the tool and you can download it. Or you can just go to the downloads button here and you will find the tool right here. So if you guys have any tools that you need me to build, something interesting, have any questions, please let me know.